the administrative challenges, and second is the process itself, which is mentioned in the Code of Civil Procedure Code, where it has been given that there is a legal principle that audi alterum partem, where both parties are given equal opportunity to present their side. So unless and until we allow other person to give their right, we cannot go ahead with the judicial decisions. But because of that, what currently the situations in judiciary is going on, that people are using this as a tool, getting the adjournments. So suppose there is a case pendency, mostly it has been seen that advocates are asking for adjournment, that is postponing of the trial for maybe next date, and that date usually comes in a month or 2 months time. So that automatically piles up the pendency of the cases, and this number is just showing for the total number of pendency. And as per the constitution that we have been given fundamental rights, so article 21 is giving that fundamental right for a speedy trial. Speedy trial in the sense we cannot have, there were landmark cases, there are a couple of cases like under trial prisoners are in the jail system without getting trial, and even if they have any charges for which results into penalty or trial of maybe 2 years or 3 years, they are still lying in the jail system for more than 10-15 years. So that is one data is available. So to consider the fundamental right of speedy trial, there is a hurdle in administrative failure as well as the culture of adjournment. Now this particular 3 systems are introduced in India, and the purpose is that just to how we can have the transformation into digital media through AI and digitization. So e-court phase 3 system is introduced. E-court system is like all the starting point is always a case filing in police station. So that is called as case diary. So from that point onwards till actual court trial will start, all are recorded in e-court system. So phase 3 is for actual ecosystem. Phase 1 and 2 was for setting up the infrastructure. Parallel to that, integrated case management information system was introduced, and just to accompany them after ID Act, Digital Personal Data Protection Act, these 3 are the current pillars which will give a catalyst for the transformation. Now the primary research objective is to just check the digital tools for efficacy. So the ICMIS and National Judicial Data Grid statistics, which are available across the online systems, are verified. This is the qualitative analysis, and we have also checked for these mark that these are the 5 major high courts, that is Delhi, Bombay, Allahabad, Karnataka and Madras. So this data is available on NHDG, and these 3 data sources along with Code of Civil Procedure Code and DPDP Act are studied. This next. So go to fifth. Right. So e-code phase 3 project, it is going beyond to phase 1 and phase 2. Now it is creating an ecosystem where we have to check the integration between legislation created by DPDP Act, then the ICMS system, and then we also wanted to check introduction of AI to that system so that we can have a major transformation. Now the thing is, there are 4 to 5 tools which are already introduced by the system and currently being used in Supreme Court, like SUPAS. So each one have their particular motto, like the Supreme Court Portal for Assistance in Court Efficiency. It is AI-driven legal research which is currently used. Then we have SUPAS, where machine learning tool which is using a natural language processing and converting the case decisions into regional languages. Then we have the National Judicial Data Grid and the, like I said, the ICMS, etc. Now, when we are talking about that, we should have this AI and all the technology in place. We have seen that 20% reduction, 22 to 25% reduction in the pendency of cases. As we are filing that case 24/7, so there is no limit of timelines available. So we can check the status and we can have the backend processing of that. But this is just only for the metropolitan jurisdiction. The 10,000 plus judgments are already being converted to regional languages, and it is according to the DPDP Act, and accordingly the Code of Civil Procedure code is also getting updated. Next. Okay, so as we have seen that 22% reduction in the pendency of cases, but similarly 4% annually increase in cases where rural district courts are there. So this clearly gives a digital divide where there is a technical infrastructure is clearly mentioned. The rise of like the improvement in dependencies we can see, but due to digital divide, all the technology is not distributed equally to the all areas of all sections of the all part of the India. So this is the paradox that I wanted to highlight, and for this. There is a digital exclusion that we have to start with open course system or virtual course. So for that we need to have a digital certification and the high amount of technical infrastructure set up for that. Next. Excuse me. Next. So if you go with the AI, now the challenge is who will take the accountability. Now, algorithm usually work in AI. We call it black box because we don't know what exactly is happening in AI, how it is giving the results. It mostly works on algorithms. But in judiciary, there are a couple of legal doctrines are available where, like I said, two parties should be heard properly. In addition to that, there is also legal doctrine where we cannot have a precedence, like case-to-case basis, subjective to the situations, the decision can change, and it is called a discretionary power of the Supreme Court. So that is a legal principle for Indian judiciary, that even though in one particular case one decision was against a person, similar case still happens, the case will not give a preceded decision for the next case. The reason being the conditions and the opportunities and the circumstances around that. So this black box, what problem we call it, we still need to have some accountability in place. So we have a decision support system that is always a human discretion. Even though we have the algorithms in place or the national local language is available for converting the decisions, but still it is one of the challenges. So the paradox that we have seen for the 4% increase, it is because of the bandwidth poverty, and yes, it is in the open code doctrine. So the doctrine is that we should have open code after Corona, that we have got COVID and everything. So it is being given that open code process is allowed. So yeah, so the data sovereignty is also demanding here. So DPDP Act, which is recently enacted, so Article 19 gives the freedom of information, but that information should be evaluated. So if I should have a right to check for how AI has driven that decision, so that part, that decision making should be with the system. So that's why the sovereignty and accountability is required. Now the parity that we have discussed is required digital justice from local ends to Supreme Court. Currently High Courts and Supreme Courts are only having the digitization facility. So we should, government has in phase 3, 7,210 crores rupees have invested for virtual judicial systems or centers in district level. So, what is the ultimate goal? So, the ultimate goal is not just we should have a smart judiciary, we should not have the technical constitutionalism, we should have a smart judiciary where rights by design, like the Indian judiciary should have a system where black box, artificial intelligence black box can have a design how we can interfere with the discretionary power of the judges, and then we also should have algorithmic transparency, and it should protect Article 21. 21 is allowing for right to life, and that right to life with dignity, with a speedy trial. So that is the ultimate goal, and to the last, that rights by design is the important. So these key references were referred here: Justice K.S. Puttaswamy, Husainara Khatun, Constitution of India, DPDP, E-Committee, and only this was. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you for your presentation. I just like to ask some questions.
Yeah.
What are the practical difficulties associated which leads to this problem of pending cases? What do you think?
Mostly it is the behavioral pattern than the because system. Even if you have the system in place, people are not ready to have a quick justice. Like advocates, I have seen, like currently I'm practicing in court, so I have seen that people are like once we have the case. They typically go for 2 years or 3 years minimum. So when person asks them, this is my problem, I want to get it resolved through litigation, how much minimum time I will get the decision. So it is randomly said that 2 to 3 years you can consider for civil cases.
What do you think about how your this AI system is going to help you for this issue?
The mostly the adjournment case that I said, adjournment now they are in DPDP and a couple of civil procedures code. They have given a timeline, like limitation act is placed, and within 2 years we have to complete a certain part of that. Like most of the time, advocates are not completing their part. It should reach to judiciary only for the decision making. That is not happening in this adjournment and other part. So this AI will give visibility and transparency to the systems.
Any negative side for the use of this AI for your problem? What do you think?
Yes, AI will not going to think, it will just refer to precedence cases, and based on which he will give the suggestions. If people are relying on that particular precedence, it will give rise to anarchy in the sense that it will give predatory decisions. It should not happen.
What do you think about the data which is required for training? Whether it is available?
National Judicial Data Grid is available, and which is just evaluating. Currently, it is being, like I said, the phase 3 is released. So they are in process of getting that into reality and getting the I would say accountability for particular. So even judges are being told that we have to complete suppose 2 million cases in a year across a metropolitan city as per UK. But compared to UK, in India we cannot have such kind of rule. So that is where we have the diversity of language, race, creed, etc. So that could be a challenge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you, as a research scholar, you have only done the study, or you are also proposing something, or you're proposing any approach?
Currently, I'm just studying it. Maybe I will check with my guide and will propose it.
And second question is, this AI, as I understood, are you mainly using it for digitizing the data, or you think it will also help in judicial execution and actually making a decision? It can remove the bias or something like that?
Bias will be there because even if you have digitization and like I said, the code precedents are available. Search engines are available, like judiciary is also referring to precedent cases. But the thing is, the bias is creating in their mind because of we have a lot of options available. So they are not going to the actual issues, and it should be with compassionation, like it is as per the Indian judiciary. We should have compassionate judicial decisions as per the Article 21. So it is affecting what I feel as per the.
That may be the negative point of it.
Could be, yes. It more reliance on precedent cases will definitely give a negative impact. But if you just use it as a building, maybe just clearing that out of 2 options, which one will be more beneficial? Definitely that will work well.
So maybe more advanced models can actually.
Yes, yes. But it should not be predictive. This is what I wanted to convey through this.
Yeah, the final decision will be in
Yes, intervention is definitely needed with compassionate. Thank you.
Yes, sir.